Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is that the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure, they get knocked on the ass, they're finding the intestinal fortitude to stand back up again, facing the same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen. You come in here headstrong for this workout. It's going to take everything. This is madness. This is a super psycho workout. But if you have it up here, and you go through it out there, guys, you will leave here not only physically dominating, but mentally unstoppable. It all starts today, if you're ready to transform. You must believe in yourself enough to be the person now of what others will remember you for later. You know, a lot of people don't know that. They sit and they put the effort in because they want to change, right? They put all this effort in, you know, to do what they think is right, but they haven't done the back research, preparing it to make sure their effort is accordance of where they want to go in life. So they end up just doing random. They put the dumb in random then, because they don't even know what they're really doing because they haven't studied it. They haven't prepared for it. And when you fail to prepare, you basically are preparing to fail. It's not about how you can look in the mirror, it's how you feel right now that you did it right today. You're alive, man. That you're actually doing something, you're making a difference in your life. That fuels the fire. To be headstrong, believing in what you're doing no matter what the disbeliefs of the third party, subjective losers are out there. I had to crawl my way to get to the first cover. I had to lie. I had to break all the rules. Shoulder, tricep, superset. Super madness, man. This workout's gonna take everything you had. Come in here ready, mentally ready. Headstrong. Because that's how you have to be. Mentally tough up here. If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you are short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys, it will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become a reality. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual can overcome thousands of followers. One person with a belief overrides thousands of people with just intent, jaw-japping, just trying to, fake it till they make it, LA base. I'm up here because I failed. I continue to fail. I love failure. The indomitable will, if you have a belief you can do something, the only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. You grow the love of you and your wife by caring for them and having their back. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Why is that? Because it's a report card back on your shortcomings. Take a guy that can earn $1, forever wealthy. Because no matter what comes, he can grow it back. What is that about? The willpower, the belief, the confidence. And just like you go to the gym and you lift your muscles, right? You have to exhaust them to grow them. Perishable, use it or lose it. Your confidence must be the same way. It must be tested every single day. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones because your true potential will never be matched, guys. Will never be matched. What are you waiting for? You got one life to live. Why wait tomorrow to start it? Right now. Today it begins. Tomorrow continues. And it never ends. Until you reach your goal and cross the finish line. With your hand held victorious. So in that arena, we get to build things. And I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about the arsenal to go to war with. That arsenal are things like integrity, honor, character, discipline, sacrifice, due diligence, sweat equity, to see it through. The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally test on fortitude, stand back up, the perseverance to see it through, the never say die attitude. Came there for a mission, we achieved that mission, guys. Don't get so overloaded with the temporary pain of the situation. Think past the pain to the pride that pain creates. You know, the pain in there felt equates literally to the peace and joy tomorrow. I know that sounds like, oh, you know, bro science and everything else, man. I don't even know what that word means, bro science. I just hear it on these, you know, blogs and stuff, or these forums that people write with these little keyboard rangers that have no other life, so they sit there and type away, but in person or in life, they have these little hermit crabs going around and just hiding out and everything else because they don't have the intestinal fortitude to do anything but talk the talk behind a computer. That's why they had the time to even comment on someone else's achievements out there. Don't be those guys. Come in here, man. You go in there and you kill it. And when you kill it in there, man, you come out here, I don't give a what goes down. Part of your day is gonna check, man. You did it right. When you do it right once, it makes it easier the second time to do it right later in the day. It's a wave of positive energy, man. Abdominal assault, man. We call it assault because you're assaulting an objective. That objective is the high ground of life that you want to get to. It's within your grasp. If you're willing to fucking give up that sweat equity, man, come in there and sacrifice a little bit of pain for pride, man. If you're able to do that, man, on a daily basis, and you check the box and you pay your dues every single day, man, then that and anything else out here is within your grasp. That's when life becomes exciting. That's when you're fucking driving it, man. You're the master of your life. You're not the servant anymore. You are running the fucking day. The day is not running you. That is freedom, guys. Freedom. You gotta go in there first, man. The devil's den, you know. Pay your dues. You gotta, you know, face your fears to find that freedom, though. 6 a.m. right now. Early. It's cold too, man. See, I like these conditions. Because if you can perform in these conditions, man, anything's easy. Especially when your competition is sleeping, you're out here working, it makes your desire solidify even more. Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not. The difference between someone successful and someone that's not successful is not their ability. Because this world is filled with people who's never achieved their true ability. Workout's done, you paid your fucking dues. You're that much closer to becoming that person you always knew you could be. I mean, isn't it about time you do that? Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the mold, guys. You get out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the morning one day. Just one day. And go for a run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. As you're jogging it back in around 5 or something, as your neighbors are still asleep. Or as you're jogging it back in at 6 o'clock, and your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside, wondering, you know, what the day's gonna hold for them. Well, your day's already provided something for you. You see how that works? Mentally, you feel like, wow, man, that was fucking alive. And then you go about your day at work, and your coworker's like, what happened to old Greg, man? This is a new, who's this? That's how you run it, man. But you won't get to know what I'm talking about, man. You can't look at a picture of something of Hawaii and feel the cool breeze and the warm water. You gotta be there, man. You can't talk it all the time, you gotta walk it. Commit to one day, try it, see how it feels. Getting up that early when everyone else is asleep, or it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, I'm gonna introduce myself to it. And who that person is, we don't know. Who could it be? It's exciting, man. Because the way you feel after that, as exhausted or as how, you know, unpleasant as the experience might be, the after effect on how prideful you feel, man. Now, that's something you're either gonna love or not. And if you love it, dude, you're on your journey to something magical. I'm up here because I failed. I continue to fail. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Why is that? Because it's a report card back on your shortcomings. And once you know your shortcomings, then you know where you're going.
Half these mothers so sleepy.
We're not, because there's only so much time in the day, and we can't let it pass by. Strap up, gear up. It's yours to win right now. Why is that? Why do we follow trends? Why don't we set the trends? Every successful person, every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. In our own life, we don't have that same mentality. Our dreams are like Helen Keller, just hoping they find that fucking nut. You've walked this fucking earth. You were here. There's footprints behind you of motivation others can follow when you're dead and gone to pursue greatness in their own theater of life. Most of these people are gonna get up and go to work 9 to 5, right? Put their 8 hours a day in. They're not being paid by the hour. They're being paid for the value they provide in that hour. The hour it is. There's no guaranteed success. It's the choices you make on every fucking rep, every set. When the pain says hello, do you say goodbye? What are you doing? How bad do you want it? Or you already see yourself stronger from it before you enter it? You had the value and the vision up here before you applied the effort and the work in there. It must be that way. One person with a belief overrides thousands of people with just intent. Realize why you're fucking here. Realize that you're gonna pay the payments today on your terms, not later in the day when someone else is paying them on your ass. Because up until now, every single thing you've done has created that. There's no mistakes in life. If you don't like where you are right now, turn around and look at what you've done. You've built every single step to create this. No accidents. No accidents. It's hard to put the effort in to create greatness. But it's a lot harder to accept the reality that you could have been great.